secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, a house of loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll try the run. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference since they've...
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Ducks have changed their look completely in the backfield. Mekhi Hughes, Isaiah World highlighting a transfer class. It really ought to transform this team into a potent force on the ground. Is that what was missing from the squad a year ago?
I think you want to see the passing and the running work.
Turning on the Jets. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. The Ducks want to pick up the tempo. A first down run on the doorstep. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
More to the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. You're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Caught behind the line. It's Carter. Breaks into the open. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Back to pass, it's Morton. That's caught, it's Carter. He gets down to the 25 before going out of bounds. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Tackle tackled behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Fourth down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. The Red Raiders will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Douglas. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. They'll run it. It's Joyner. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
That's incomplete. Tried to set up the screen, and he dropped the pass.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Needs it to keep this drive alive. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. On the ground, it's Hughes. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Caught near the sticks. It's Casper. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Moore will throw. Caught over the middle. It's Stewart. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. First play of the period, 1st down here. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. And the Ducks have their offense in high gear. Looking to throw. The short hands, it's Moore. And he'll be brought down. The Ducks moving quickly to the line. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third downs.
A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Oregon.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting the big touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Back to throw, it's Morton. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Pushes ahead for a couple, they'll mark it at the 33. Guys, let's think big picture about Texas Tech. You start the season top 25, clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Red Raiders can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Makes him talk to the hand. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. The Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. He's at the touchdown Ducks. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he could be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick-6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw, it's Morton. Catch in the middle, it's Eakin. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Out of the gun, the running back has it. It's a fumble on the play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. Spins away from the defense. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Ducks have it with a 1st and goal. Moore to the air. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell.
Touchdown, Oregon! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Eakin. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a 1st down here late in the half.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has 1 interception. That was almost a 2nd. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
Catch in the middle, it's Carter. He'll be stopped just outside the 20 at the 21 in the waning moments here in the first half. Looking to throw, it's Morton. A strike downfield. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He'll set up to throw. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Quick strike through the air for the score.
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum, something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene.
And the Ducks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
It's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Caught in the backfield, it's Virgil. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Scanning the field, it's Morton. With the catch, it's Eakin. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. And the Red Raiders with the 1st and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Here's the handoff. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got it behind the line. It's Williams. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The power of Austin Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Got it in the middle. It's Hudson. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. Shakes off the defender. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but at the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down.
Yeah, great effort by...
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that could collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. He's marked down at the 21-yard line as the defense comes up with a turnover.
That's a bit of a gut punch for the offense because you went in at halftime, you made your adjustments, you're feeling good about your game plan coming here in the second half, and right away you throw an interception to the defense.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Moore will throw. Working that left side now. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. He uncorks one deep. And he's got it inside the 35. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ducks!
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points, and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on it.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Red Raiders now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. The play action fake. Grabbed behind the line. It's Eakin. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense.
These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Morton. Throws to the wideout. He makes the catch. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
And the Red Raiders can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Going over the top. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Pulls it in. It's Moore. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got him downfield. Turning it on. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Ducks want to crank the tempo. Second down, he'll throw it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Moore. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The give to the back, fighting off the defender.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Takes it the other way.
I just love the fact that the defense is out there and they're still battling and they're still fighting. Obviously, they're way down here late in the fourth quarter, but they still think they have a chance to win. Don't tell them the game's over. That's a great individual effort on that interception.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would... Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Looking for a man. It's Morton. He's going for the goal line. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Wants to fire on second down. Got rid of it just in time. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. How about this defense digging in its heels after the big play? It's now 3rd and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick.
21.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. No better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to it. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? That's caught. It's Casper. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Ducks really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Stewart. They'll say he stepped out of bounds right at the 17. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Moore to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Casper. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Oregon.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. The Ducks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Trying to bull his way out. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Brings up second and 8.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Giving up some yardage, they've given up some plays, no big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football in the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They've got them pinned back, and they're trying to rattle their eardrums. Listen to this crowd. Back to throw, it's Morton. Here's the pressure. Caught over the middle, it's Douglas. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Douglas. Breaks into the open. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Double time, hustling to the line. They spike it to stop the clock. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Keeps looking downfield. Quarterback gets the first down and more. And a nice pickup on the run, and gets down to avoid contact. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there and got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. Offense in a bunch formation. Now from inside the red zone. He's got it on the move. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
And listen, still a ways to go. But great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back. And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Off the play fake on first down. Now he's going to break the pocket. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, they're not able to hook up there, but considering this guy already has 2 touchdown catches in this game, now the offensive coordinator is dialing up more passes his way. And you know the quarterback, he's got like a sonar on him. He's always aware of where he is, and
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Not sure why they're not content to just take the W. Ball's incomplete, and that'll do it from here. How much fun.